Trump cancels Kamala's Secret Service detail that was extended by undisclosed Biden order. Says Trump revoked Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection, according to a copy of a letter that they got. Says former presidents receive Secret Service protection for life. Harris, as a former vice president, received 6 months of protection after leaving office, according to federal law. That's expired. Kamala, that period ended on July 21. However, her protection had been extended for an additional year via a directive not made public until now, signed by then President Joe Biden shortly before leaving office, according to multiple people familiar with this undisclosed arrangement. What a scam. That is the order Trump, nobody was going to know. That is the order that Trump canceled in his letter. It's a memo for the Secretary of Homeland Security from them. You are hereby authorized, the letter says, to discontinue any security-related procedures previously authorized by the executive memo, beyond those required by laws for the following individual effective September 1. Former Vice President Kamala D. Harris. That's the full letter. The order to remove Harris's detail came from the White House. One official with the Secret Service said the decision was not part of a security review or a new threat assessment. The source said, no, it's about, following the rules. Leadership within the agency did not flag any security concerns, who noted that her detail would range from a dozen to a few dozen agents depending on her schedule. She can hire her own security. Trump's ending of the protection is timed perfectly, right as she's about to embark on a high-profile tour of her new terrible book called 107 Days, The Worst Experience of Our Lives. Her new memoir on her short presidential campaign is going to be released in September. She's grateful to the Secret Service, is what her team said. And presidents and presidential candidates face security threats. Biden's spokesman declined to comment. What led to this order signing? But what will now disappear, maybe Kamala did it. Maybe she just went back in the auto pen and she's like, I love this security. This is great. Just typed one out for herself. With her detailed cancel, Harris aides are worried they will lose the same access to threat warnings. No one cares about Kamala. No one wants to take her out, okay? The people familiar, and I don't want them to either, says the people familiar with her security operation said her home in the middle of Los Angeles will also stop being protected by federal agents. Yeah. The cost of mounting this would be millions of dollars annually. Harris's husband, Doug, lost his own personal detail under the standard provisions, and the California Democratic governor expressed outrage. He said the safety of our public officials should never be subject to erratic, vindictive political impulses. It wasn't. Joe Biden broke the law. He extended it.